Hello, welcome to the Ministry of Education. Today we will be discussing special arrangements for all local examinations 2025, also known as Special Concessions. I am Ms. Shirma Swan, and I am the Inclusive Education Specialist here at the Ministry of Education, and I'm joined today by my colleague.
Hi, my name is Patricia, and I am a clinical psychologist with the Developmental Assessment and Intervention Unit within Student Support Services Division.
Great. So let's begin by asking, what are special concessions?
Special concessions are the unique arrangements made to either the standard format of an examination paper or the conditions under which an examination or an assessment is done to accommodate the special needs of a student.
Excellent. How does it align to the Ministry of Education's vision?
Well, special concessions are designed to really provide equity and not advantage for students with physical, learning, and other special challenges and conditions. So the special assessment arrangements increase the student's ability to effectively complete the different types of assessments.
Great. I get this sense we're talking about equity. Great. What type of concessions can a student apply for?
Well, there are 5 broad categories of concessions. I won't go through all of them, but I'll touch on some of the more important ones. One, for example, is presentation accommodation, which adjusts the presentation of the test materials. For example, if you need large print, if you need a sign language interpreter, or if you need to use a brailing device. Another one is a response accommodation, which adjusts the manner in which the students respond to the questions or answer the questions. And sometimes this could mean, again, oral responses dictated to a scribe or using a braille.
Who are the students? Now that we know what the concessions can look like, who are the students that are eligible for concessions?
All students who have diagnosed special needs or conditions. And these special needs could be medical, physical, or sensory impairments. They can be neurodevelopmental disorders such as autism or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. There can be other psychiatric conditions such as depression or anxiety, and any other diagnosed condition that would impair their ability to perform at their best under normal exam conditions. Now, of course, these things must be evidenced by formal medical letters or reports or formal valid psychoeducational or psychiatric evaluation reports. And these reports are usually valid in the case of the medical report for 1 year, and in the case of psychoeducational reports, they're typically valid for a period of 3 years. So it must be up to date.
Sometimes at school, children are given a little opportunity to finish their work. Does that mean the child will get a special concession?
Not necessarily. While it is good for children to practice with potential concessions, the act of practicing with the concession is not sufficient evidence to meet the criteria for eligibility for a concession.
Deadlines. Can I apply for a concession now?
So there is a period for application, and we are intending for the application portal to be open on June 7th, 2024. And this will allow applications for all local exams for 2025. Now, applications are now entertained digitally, so you must visit the Ministry of Education website and utilize the application portal to submit your applications online. The application period will continue until July 15th of 2024. So all applications by parents must be submitted online by July 15th of 2024.
But I can imagine within that deadline, something might happen after that. So that means if there's something happening, the child cannot access a concession.
So we will not be entertaining late applications. However, there will be a limited period where students experiencing emergencies, which are major events such as trauma, grief or loss, or extreme emotional disturbance, those things happen unexpectedly. One cannot prepare for it, and so there will be a period 6 weeks before the exam where the application portal will be reopened to allow for emergency applications only.
So, is it safe to say that once the child has a disability, they will get a concession?
It is not. It must be supported by evidence, and we must see how the student will benefit from the concession. So not every student with a confirmed diagnosis or disability will automatically be granted a concession, nor will they automatically be granted the concession they request. So the concession, the application is reviewed by a team, and the team looks at all of the evidence provided within the application and tries to determine what is in the best interest of the student based on the evidence that is provided.
How do I apply?
So again, you apply by visiting the Ministry of Education's website, and there will be a concessions page or a special assessment arrangement page where the hyperlink will be available for you to access the application portal. And once you visit the link, all of the information provided here today will also be available to you via the frequently asked questions, as well as a PDF document called the procedural guidelines for special assessment arrangements. So you can access additional information on what to expect, what documents to prepare, again, to confirm the deadline periods, so that anything you need to prepare to have a successful application will be available to you via the website.
Are parents the only ones who can submit applications?
No, but it is very important for them to initiate the applications. So the applications must first be submitted by parents. However, there will be a period thereafter where the application will be open and available for school and teacher applications. In this case, teachers and schools will only be able to submit supporting documents for applications that were initiated by the parent. And again, more importantly, schools will only be able to access the portal if they have a registered email, which is their faculty email account. And you will know it is your faculty email account because it will have the end fac.gov.tt.
Is there anything you think as a parent I need to prepare for, or to get my child prepared for?
Most important, you must have the student's birth certificate. So you must have proof of who this child is and that you are the legal guardian of the child. And the second most important thing is those documents that substantiate or evidence whatever condition or challenge your child may be experiencing. This is what we use to determine which concessions the student meets the criteria for. So getting those documents together is key.
Is there anything I should prepare my child for?
Certainly. Once you have applied for the concession and the ministry has approved and communicated that to you, you should practice. It should not be something that comes as a surprise to the child, and something that is really critical for all parents to understand. All special concessions are administered in a separate room. So it is really important for your child to get used to being in a separate space and to having whatever concessions that would be administered done during the exam. Practice doesn't make perfect, but it does make permanent. So you really want to get them used to, comfortable, so that they utilize the concessions as effectively as possible.
Thank you, Ms. Roberts, for having this conversation with me.
You're welcome.
I am sure now parents and guardians are better prepared because they know what are concessions and how they can apply for them. Feel free to use the link below here to apply for a concession for your child.